Hello, my sexy coffee beans. I'm Ochajova, and we're doing another one of these. Yup. Didn't actually think this video would be releasing this type of video again so soon. I was actually thinking I would probably release an animation again, but a lot of things got in the way of it with family and junk. Either way, I wanted you guys to be updated on something. Soon enough, I'll actually be helping my friend develop actually a series of video games that I'll be designing and animating. And what I'm going to be designing is basically the entire universe actually by itself, really. I'm going to be designing the things that'll be in the world, designing the characters, making all the animations. Basically, I'm doing like all the stuff that you see, and my friend does all the coding stuff that I just hate looking at. Like, I personally just think it's absolute, complete, annoyingly boring. I actually tried it myself. It was just I just couldn't bring myself to do it. And basically, we'll be selling these games for like basically $1. Like, even though it'd probably be like an ass load of work. I'm not sure what type of game we'll start with. We actually plan on making one of our first games be a Flash game. We're bringing that back, a Flash game. And I'm not sure if we're gonna make if we're doing a Stickman, we're probably, no matter what, we're gonna have it a fighting game because it's Stickman, for God's sake. Not a single Stickman game I ever heard of wasn't a fighting game or something. There's nothing ridiculous in mechanics that still kind of look like fighting. But I wanted it to be a Stickman game with style. I didn't want it to be just fit in there. I already have like a few ideas in there, and we're not. That's not the only thing we're also going to be in development for. We're actually big fans of this guy named Alchessbreach, and my friend's actually been thinking about making a mod for him. And we both have these like really crazy ideas. Like, for instance, we're just like throwing all these references in references. Don't know why I can't say the word. Either way, we're throwing all these references in here inside the mod, and we're trying to make it, seem as natural as possible. The references, forget I even messed that up. You know what I meant. We're putting many of those as we can, because basically what we plan to do, considering that we watched Alchessbreach for a long time, we watched like every single montage. We watched everything. Well, basically everything. I watched his Fallout 3. I watched his Fallout New Vegas. I watched his Fallout 4. Me and Jesse both did. We watched all his montages. We know the Alchessbreach storyline in and out. So, we're basically going to do we're basically making the next montage for him, basically. And for those that know Alchessbreach, you know that it takes him forever to actually try to start doing another montage. And then it even takes him longer to release them. Like his most recent montage, where he makes the story actually transition to make sense on why he's in Boston, Massachusetts, 10 years later, and instead of being inside of Nevada 5 years earlier. Wait, why is it 10 years later if it's still 5? No, I'm stupid. It's 10 years after Fallout 3, you dumbass. Get wrecked, bitch. Ah, fuck you, phone. Yeah. So and the idea, judging from all of our ideas and we're basically, I'm pretty sure every single idea that pops into our head, considering that we're so solid on it, on almost every idea that's been popping into our head, it's probably going to take a whole year in development. And we even actually have a system on how we're actually going to be releasing games, though. Basically, what we're going to be doing is releasing medium-sized games to fund bigger games. The Stickman is a medium. We're gonna say, and then maybe we'll release a bigger game on Unity. My friend wants to make an RPG game, which I'm like, okay, that is a big jump game right there. That is something that you need to be patient on, and it will take a long time in development. Because in RPGs, you need to predict every single variable, and that's why RPGs don't come out as often. And when they're rushed like Ubisoft games, yeah, I'm calling you out, Ubisoft. They are not that good, like how Watch Dogs turned out. That's how bad it is. Watch Dogs 1, how it was basically It was basically shameful to the community of RPG lovers, or whatever you would call that genre, I guess. Oh wait, look at this. I get blown up. Look at that. I suck at that game. I suck at Call of Gmod, or whatever the fuck that game type's called. Yep. So I'm thinking, this is the way I'm thinking. Stickman, we may do an RPG Maker game, and if we do that, it's going to be so easy for my friend to do all the coding stuff, because it already does a lot of the coding for you. So basically, I just have to play. Oh, excuse me, I have to burp. Excuse me, sorry. So basically, those games would still be thrown under the dollar category, the bargain bin, the funders. And yeah, because I know for a fact, if I let people choose how much they want to pay, they're going to pay nothing. That's just it. Pay nothing. Tell me this. I keep starting for some reason. When you watch Markiplier, and he plays a game where Markiplier jacks up the guy, and they play games where you get to choose how much you pay for it. How much people do you actually think pay even a single penny for that game? A penny. And remember, after they finish their video, you never hear from that game again, so you could probably guess the answer here. You could probably guess it. And that's why I won't be making it a free game, but I'll have it as a dollar game instead. And that's mostly so I don't have to rely on ads. You guys, just because something is easier to make in a certain way doesn't mean it's like, oh my god, it's so fucking easy. A toddler can do it. Yes, a toddler can do it, but it would take them a long time to learn it. They need to know how to program a game. They need to know how to animate. Basically, what we're doing is running a two-man show here. We're not a giant AAA company. Yep. So that's what I'll probably be doing. I actually overcompensated for this in my editing. I actually thought this would be like a thing that would last for 20 minutes. Don't know why. I'm trying to think if I forgot anything. Let's see here. I told you guys about how the system works. I told you that I thought about... Yeah, that's correct. Oh, yeah. I should probably update you guys on the animation side of things. Basically, what's going on is that I actually have the session pulled up. And it's... Oh my god. Okay, good. Okay, there's my mouse. Shit. Okay, I got it fixed. Sorry about that. Basically, what's going on is that I have the session created, but I'm really torn between two stories. One story basically jumps to the end of a certain point of time, and another one is kind of in the middle yet in the beginning at the same time. I guess you could say no, it's actually in the middle. It's in the 1000th year of the war, so it's in the middle. These stories are meant to convey serious emotions, so these stories would be like will be taken like extra seriously, and I'm probably gonna put Easter eggs in it, and all that. One of the reasons why I'm taking so much care of such good care of this is because one day I hope to make something that'll make a YouTuber named MatPat just scratch his head in blind fury like he does with Scott Cawthon trying to figure out NAF for so many years. I want him to go at every possible angle and keep running into a corner that doesn't make fucking sense. And that's what I created, basically. There is potential for so many fucking stories in this universe I basically created. I have like a lot of the ideas of the characters before I made, the world in my head and everything that happened in it. And I'm trying to make sure there's enough. Well, no. It's pretty obvious on what happens. It's a fucking war. But I want there's characters in there that I don't give enough explanation on. There'll always be a hint of mystery, what their true intention is. You'll see people that you think they're doing something out of their character, but it secretly actually is in their character. This is your only warning. Get your theorist hats on, and also wait for me to make some goddamn games, 'cause that's what I'm gonna do, 'cause I feel like it. Yeah. So I'd like to thank you, sexy coffee beans, for watching today's video. Man, how long is this? Oh god, it's actually almost 15 minutes. That's how long I've been rambling. That's only forgivable if this was a let's play. Oh god, look at how much of an error this is. This is what happens when you release a server and you have like all these things that people probably wouldn't have, and you don't so much as give like an option to say, like, you don't so much as give an option to download all the packs needed. I'm actually lucky I even have the guns in that thing. I'm lucky to even have the guns. But anyway, back to the point. I'd like to say thank you, sexy coffee beans, for watching today's video. If you guys want to watch more videos, just press subscribe and press that bell. There's really nothing that you guys could do to encourage me to make more videos and be more consistent, because I don't make money and I have a job. So, yep. Well, unless you guys somehow find my Patreon, then I guess I'd have to start giving a shit. Fuck. I gotta figure out how to turn on that goddamn donation button. Yep. Either way, roll the intro, you stupid editor me. You goddamn piece of shit. Get the fuck out of my face, you shitty